What's up guys, it's Dan and I'm here for another video. Today I'm going to be presenting to you guys my decal clone collection so far. A lot of these I've not shown off yet as I'm doing like a big unboxing haul video and it's taken off everything to arrive. So a lot of these decals you'll see here, you'll see me actually get them in a future video which should hopefully be out next week. If everything goes according to plans, I'm still waiting on one more set of decals to arrive with helmets and everything like that. But yeah, so I thought may as well show off my collection so far, and then in the future I can show it off again when I've got more bodies, more helmets, more decals, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully do a 300 subscriber special. I'm not too sure yet exactly what I'm going to do for it. I'm brainstorming some ideas up, but yeah. So I made a display the other day for my decaled ones. I haven't put all of them out yet, but I'm going to show you the ones that I've got on the display at the moment. So how I'm planning on doing it is doing it by units. So we'll have 212th here. Don't know what we're going to have on this one. We'll have 501st. I don't know. I'll try and work something out for that. At the moment, they're just kind of scattered apart from the 212th lot. But yeah, so you can kind of see with the 212th, they sort of vary a bit with the helmet. Some of them are like misaligned, some of them, I don't know. Yeah, I did kind of mess up on a few of those helmets, but this was like my first, I think these were my first lot of decals I ever really tried. So yeah, I think first we're going to go after Commander Cody's. This one I'm probably the most happiest with at the moment. So as you can see, here's Commander Cody. I've got one of a blaster from Firestar Toys. I think it was like 75p. I've had them for ages. And then also a CAC visor, as you can see, if we take that off. And here it is. So as you can tell with these decals, they're all in the 2020 clone style, as in like the clones from the 501st Battle Pack. I quite like this design of them actually. I prefer it over the realistic ones, as I do prefer the Clone Wars Phase 2 animated, and it, you know, they kind of resemble each other a bit with this style. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I lined everything up. Not 100% exact, you know, but doesn't really matter too much. The main thing was just lining up the visor. As you can see, I've got it quite even. You kind of want to line it up just below this little indentation, if you can see that. But there's a lot of light shine on it, so you can't really. But yeah, that was the most tedious bit, I think, with helmets. Sometimes I have rushed them in the past, and I ended up getting them wrong, and it was too late. But this one, yeah, I managed to do. One thing you'll probably see with a lot of these is the rebreather. I don't put them on because every time I do them, I end up screwing it up somehow. So I just sort of leave them without doing them. But yeah, again, probably one of my favourite ones I've done so far is the Cody. We'll move on to the 212th Grunt. So this one is where I had an issue with the helmet, which you can probably already tell. It is very misaligned. As you can see, it's slanted. This is not what you want to do. You do not want to do this. Yeah, I've really messed that up. So in the future, I might end up wiping the helmet and starting from scratch on that one. But, you know, we'll see. Apart from the helmet, everything else is pretty much lined up pretty well. As you can see with the legs. Legs are a slight bit off, but not too much. Torso's fine. Same on the back. Yeah, I really got annoyed with that one when I completely messed that up. Just have to shift all these along a bit and sort those out later. Oops. So next up we have two of my favourite characters from the 212, or just in general, and that is Wax from Boyle. Again, these helmets I also messed up. Instead of them being slanted, instead of them being exactly at the right level, they're too low, which really annoyed me. I forgot which one I did first, but you know, I messed it up and I realised. So I thought, well, we may as well just do the same thing with the other one, so they're both at the same level, because otherwise it'll look even more odd with one being too low. We just may as well have both of them that sort of level. But yeah, I'm really liking the design, especially on this one. I always get them confused. I believe this one is Waxer, that one's Boyle. I always forget. But yeah, it's a really cool one. Boyle's pretty cool as well, but it's just nice even seeing the detail of the Twi'lek on there. Thinking about it now, is the Twi'lek even supposed to be on that side? So it's supposed to be like somewhere else. Have I done that wrong? I don't know. I swear I've done that wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't know anymore. But yeah, so that's the 212th lot. I actually do have one which is currently drying, which I did earlier, which is just another grunt. As you can see, I actually did the helmet all right on this one, lined it up properly. So actually, if we do a little comparison, we can get both of the helmets side by side. So yeah, you can it's kind of hard to see. You can slightly see it was off. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really mind too much if they're slightly off, as I'm not planning on selling these ones. These are just going to be for my collection. I might not even sell decals, decal figures in the future. I don't really know. But yeah, so moving on to this one. Oh yeah, just to let you know, all the 2020 star ones, these are all jonak toy ones, just to put that out there. So we're going to move on to a thiccy brick one, and we have got phase 1 decal. That's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, this is my first phase 1 decal that I did do. I have done another one, as you can see down there. We'll go on to that one in a minute. But yeah, thiccy brick ones are pretty good there. I'd say when it comes to difficulty, they're in between jonak and AVfigures, because you get a bit more printing on them and the designs are slightly more intricate, I guess, as... The main issue I had on this one was getting this fin to sit, the blue strip to sit down and actually set, especially going around the back. But again, that was just my fault. I just don't think I put enough water on it. I did have an issue with my torso as well, kept coming off. Again, I didn't put enough water on it. So again, if there was any issues with this, it was all because of me. So yeah, but it's really cool having like the little comms bit on the side of the arm. But it's just nice having decals with arm decals as well. And then you also get a bit of leg decals, which are just like the knees. I did leave a bit of the template outline in there. I didn't cut it off, I didn't realise. But for my first attempt, not too bad. In the future, if I really do want to, I'll probably remake decal. We'll see. So I'll move on to this second and my only other phase 1 I have at the moment. As you can see, I really do like the animated versions. I don't really like the realistic versions. I just prefer the animated ones, because I kind of grew up with the animated stuff like Clone Wars and everything. So it's just kind of nice to have those ones. So this I did after decal, and this is the AVfigures. I think it's their old template of the phase 1 Wolfpack Trooper. So I really love Wolfpack, especially the phase 1 style. As you can see, we've got the side printing, all that. For a first attempt, I'm pretty damn impressed with how well I did. We did run into some issues though, which I'll go over in a minute. But yeah, pretty happy with it. As you can see the back, and this is where we run into the issue. Too much sealant went on the back, so I tried to dab it off and ended up bringing the print off as well. But again, my first attempt, so... Okay, so for the next decal, we have a Jonah 2020 style Shock Trooper. This one I made, I believe, 2 days ago. It was more of a tedious one to do, because you've got more pieces that you need to decal on the mouth, and you just need to make sure you line it up right. And I think I did a pretty decent job of lining it all up. Probably one of my favourite troopers that I've actually done so far, along with the Cody. I just really love the Shock Troopers, so I'm really happy to have that one now sort of in the collection. And linking to that, we are currently just waiting for this one to dry before I go and seal it. I tried to keep it as identical to the one down there, and I also got the legs for the 212th Trooper that need to go and get sealed as well. So that's all the ones I've got on my display at the moment, and then I've got some more in this tin. And in the tin there is also ones that I've not started on yet. And it's just where I keep all the parts as well. So I'm just going to go through the ones that I've either started on or haven't started yet. So we've got 2 more of these 501st Grunt Troopers. We've got a really cool Galaxy Arc Trooper 5s and Galaxy Arc Trooper Echo. And then we have just got another 2020 91st Anaxis Trooper, which I have started making some of those already. That was actually the first one I ever did, was an Anaxis Trooper. So here he is. For the first attempt, I don't think I did too bad. The only issue is I did keep the hips on the torso, which I shouldn't have done. But yeah, I didn't do too bad of a job on the helmet, I don't think. The helmet, I think, was the best thing. It actually ended up decaling out the whole figure, as I did put too much sealing on, which you can probably see as the light reflects. You got a lot of air bubbles. But you know, first attempt, I was quite happy with that one. So we've got that one there. We have also got a really sick thicky brick one, which is the Monolith 10 Arc Trooper. This one is really cool. I didn't get the cloths for it. I just kind of prefer it how it is without the cloths. But yeah, really cool one. This again was a bit more tedious to do, but as it's more sort of a sophisticated design, you could say, because you got this whole piece here. And I did try and do the rebreather, and that's what happened to it. So that's why I just don't really bother trying to do the rebreathers. But I'm pretty happy how the rest of it came out. The arms came out alright. The torso, I did a pretty decent job at, I think. But yeah, that's a really cool one. I'd probably get more of those in the future, hopefully. I then also got a work in progress, an Axis Trooper, another one. The reason why I've stopped on this one is, as you can see, how wonky that was, and it was already like sort of sealed. So sadly, it's just kind of stayed like this. So I might go and do it eventually. It's just a shame because everything else is fine. It's just the front of the torso, which kind of sucks. And then the last two decals ones we've got at the moment are a 91st Recon Trooper along with the 91st Recon Neo. I just don't have a Recon helmet to put Neo's decal on, so I just kind of kept him without a helmet. As you can see, I had the same issue that I did with my first Grunt for the 212th. Is very, very off. So what I might end up doing, wiping the helmet, just having him as a helmetless clone, and just getting another 91st decal and just redoing it from there maybe, but we'll see. Yes, so for my decal collection, that's everything at the moment. I've got quite a lot coming in soon, so I'll probably show them off then. I've also got a few other videos in the pipeline, such as comparisons between different types of decals and what ones I recommend you go with. But until the next video, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.